Welcome to another episode of Chocks and Crocs.
Here we are at Hocking Hills State Park, located in southeastern Ohio. It has over 25 miles of hiking trails, rock formations, waterfalls, and recessed caves. The trails are open from dawn to dusk all year round, including holidays. They allow pets on most of the trails, but definitely check before heading out. And the campground is open here all year long. It features 156 electric sites, 47 full hookups, 13 non-electric sites, and a few cabins. You can book up to 6 months in advance. Now, let's take a closer look at this campground.
Okay, when you first come in the campground, these are the first sites you'll see off to your right-hand side. And these are electric-only sites. And it's a great location because you are right near this trail that leads you down to the visitor center and Old Man's Cave. And when you come into the campground, if you bear left, this is a different section. And I think this is a little bit of an older section of the campground, but I'll show you some of the sites here. There are no full hookups in this section. And at the end of this section is a little swing set. And then there are more electric sites this way. So we can go explore this way. And these sites tend to be a little quieter, a little bit more tucked away, and a little bit more shaded. Okay, here we are at the swing set again, and if you go straight down the hill at the swing set, there it is, there are more sites down here. These guys have a whole wood pile there. Electric only, site 123. Tree came down over here. We did have some rain come through. Little parking area and some more sites. Wow. Okay, we're at the end of this loop. We have more electric sites this way. I had no idea this campground kept on going, but here you go. 164 to 172. These are nice and very shaded and a little bigger, actually, maybe. Okay, site 15 here is a camp host, and they have a little weather chart up, and they also have a kiosk here that gives you some nice information about programming, guidelines. And then they have a QR code here for all the maps. There's also a shuttle bus that comes into the campground that can bring you to a couple of the other destinations around, and that is free. Okay, we're coming past the electric only sites here. On the left, that's site number 23. And you'll see here on the right are the non-electric sites. So this is where a lot of the tent camping is. And an interesting thing to note here is at the end of this section, down this road, there is a path that leads to the visitor center and some more trails. So those are the non-electric sites, 81 to 93. Let's go through here. You'll see the dump station, which is in full effect because we're around checkout time. Checkout time here is 1, which is late compared to some other campgrounds. They have a beautiful swimming pool here that has nice seating all around it, some shade, and it is conveniently located right near some bathrooms and the bathhouse, a nice parking lot, and across from the pool is the outdoor movie area, which we were surprised to see here. They showed a movie on Saturday night, 9 o'clock, and we thought that was pretty cool. Here's the dump station, along with your potable water fill-up, and there are two, one conveniently located going out and one located coming in. They're also near the electric-only RV sites, so that works really well too. There are also some really cute cabins here. Okay, and then through this gate here, there is no sign, but these are, oh, here's the sign. It's very small. Okay, here's the sign, full hookups, sites 24 to 70. We're in a full hookup section here of the park, and we are here in site 31, which has enough room. We were in a lot of sun during the day, but now this part of the day, we seem to be fine. One thing to note here are that the sites are quite unlevel. So you'll see our back steps here are up on quite a lot of blocks to make them work. So our steps are fully extended, and then our tongue jack here on the front is almost all the way down. So that's it. And another thing about these particular sites here are also backed up to a water treatment plant, which gives off like a little buzzing noise. But other than that, it's fine. And to be honest, we haven't really been hanging out here at our site all that much because we've been out hiking and doing other things. But this is site 31. Again, that's how uneven this site was. But it's full hookups at a state park, and I'll take that any day. Okay, so that's us at 31. And there's a nice little swing set here, right across from us. We'll continue down this loop to the end. Okay, at the end of the full hookup loop, you will see a big water tower. So that kind of took us by surprise, and I think we would have been surprised if we had booked a site underneath that water tower. There wouldn't have been any way of knowing that. So I'm going to show you that area as well. Okay, so you'll see the water tower behind me. So those were sites 65 through, I believe, 73. So you have a sense of where those are. Otherwise, all the other sites are pretty similar.
Okay, time for the highs and lows of this campground. Let's start here with the highs. First up is having a pool at a state park. It's awesome to come back from hike and jump in a pool on a hot summer day. Definitely a big high for us. Next up has to be the direct access to the trails and the visitor center. It made it super easy to get down to Old Man's Cave bright and early. And last up are the full hookup sites. Nothing beats a full hookup at a state park. Now for the lows, and we only have one here, and that is that the sites were uneven. So we used all the leveling blocks, we lowered our tongue jack all the way down, but state parks can be hit or miss this way. It wasn't a huge deal, and we wouldn't let it stop us from coming back. Okay, time for some bonus content. We were here for a long weekend and got all the greatest hits in. Definitely stop at the visitor center. There's a lot to see there, and the people there are super helpful. If you are looking for family-friendly hikes or not looking to spend your whole day hiking, these top 3 picks would be perfect for your visit. Old Man's Cave was stunning. We got there really early and had the whole trail to ourselves. We liked it so much, we did it twice, back to back. Ash Cave was magnificent. There is a ADA accessible trail for most of it, and then it ends and you get to go down into the sand and go under that gorgeous waterfall. It was spectacular. We spent a really long time there. And Rock House is actually the only true cave at Hocking Hills State Park. It was a little busy when we went, but definitely worth checking out.
That's it. We're hitched up, and it's time to leave. Okay, so that wraps up this video on Hocking Hills State Park. And do you have any last impressions about Hocking Hills?
Fun.
It was fun. We really enjoyed our time here and hope you do too. Thanks for watching Chocks and Crocs. Until next time, keep adventuring.